Have you ever played a slot machine at a casino? I'm sure by now many of you probably have, and they're exciting, right? All the flashing lights and the sound effects of money dropping, the promise of a huge payout, 10 times payout, 100 times payout. But guess what? Slot machines are not designed to reward you. They're only designed to take. When you're dealing with narcissistic people, that's exactly what they are doing. They're not designed to reciprocate any of the love that you are giving. They are only designed to take. Let's talk. My name is Kevin, and this is The Royal We. Now, before I do continue, I want to let you know that I'm here to support you. Down in the description box, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. I take telephone calls and video calls through Zoom, FaceTime, and WhatsApp. Also, the Rowie private membership is available for you, where you get daily support, not only by me, but a growing community of people all over the world. I have a workout program for you to follow along with so you can get into the best shape coming out of a toxic relationship. There's fellowship every Tuesday night and so much more, all in the privacy of a members-only app. So head on down to the description box, simply open up the description box right below this video, and that's where you will find all of the information that you need to get connected. Now, let's talk about this comparison of the narcissistic people in your life and slot machines in a casino. As I said, narcissistic people, like slot machines, make big promises. They promise the reward of true love. They promise the reward of a future. They promise the reward of happiness. They promise the idea of a beautiful relationship. But they have no intention of actually ever providing that. This is why it's the perfect analogy to compare them to a slot machine. Slot machines do the same thing. They have all this razzle-dazzle lights, all these sound effects. They sound and look like a giant reward. However, you can go and sit and play and empty your bank account and never get anything in return. But we're going to talk in just a minute as to why you sit and play, why a lot of people sit and play casinos. It's the same reason as why people sit and play with narcissistic people, because narcissistic people, after all, are not there giving you back the love that you deserve or even the love that you are putting into them. Not even close. They're not reciprocating. They're not rewarding. All of their promises are empty. It's all show. It's all a facade. Yet, they've managed to get you stuck. Because here's where it gets tricky. Every now and then, you might get what looks like a little reward. It might come in the form of a kind word. It might come in the form of a dinner. It might come in the form of going out for an evening. But again, it's not out of reciprocation. Narcissistic people know that if they give you just a little bit, if they give you just a tiny little bitty reward based on when they want to give it to you, not based on when you deserve it, not based on what you're giving in the relationship, but based on when they want to drop that little bit of love for you, they know that they can keep you stuck. This, by the way, is a tactic that casinos use as well. There's a psychological name for this. It's called positive intermittent reinforcement. I mentioned that, and it's based on some studies. I'll share with you the studies so you can see exactly what's taking place in your relationship that you're in that's become very toxic with a narcissistic person. In the study, they put a pigeon in a cage, and they set it up so that the pigeon hits a button and a pellet drops. Pellet of food. Okay, makes sense. What they discovered is that if the pigeon hits the button and a pellet drops every time, well, the pigeon will eat, get its fill, and will leave because it's full. It's satisfied. They also discovered that if the pigeon hits the button and no pellets drop, well, the pigeon will also leave because it's getting nothing. The pigeon realizes it's wasting its time because it is. But they tried one more experiment here. They said, what if we have the pigeon hit the button and we drop a pellet whenever we want, independent of whenever the button's hit, but every now and then we just drop a pellet as the pigeon's hitting the button. What they discovered is they can get the pigeon hooked on pressing that button, addicted to it, because the pigeon has no clue when the next pellet is going to drop, how many pellets are going to drop, so the pigeon is waiting and hoping for this huge payout, never knowing when it's going to come. Now, many of you are probably saying, Kevin, that pretty much sounds like my toxic relationship. I am staying in the relationship hooked because every now and then I get a little reward of what seems like love, Even though I know it's not reciprocal love, I know that I'm not being met with what I'm giving, but every now and then the narcissistic person will do something for me, and it's so sweet. Maybe a kind word, a kind gesture. I hear this as a coach all the time. I have people contact me and say, Kevin, I'm confused because I know this narcissistic person neglects me, leaves me, disappears for weeks on end, but every now and then they'll come over and make a dinner with me and we'll have a fantastic time. Right away, to me, it tells me that, look, that's just positive intermittent reinforcement. That's all that is. It's part of the game. Casinos have adopted this. This is why casinos give these little tiny rewards to people playing slot machines. What kinds of rewards? Well, maybe they'll win a few coins out of the slot machine, but not much. Nothing compared to what they're actually putting in, right? We all know this. But here's other things they'll do. They'll walk somebody by with free watered down drinks. I mean, you don't even know that they're watered down, but who cares? It's an illusion that you're getting something great because you're valued. Sometimes they might even go as far as to walk by and comp you a free meal, won't they? We value you as a customer, and you're sitting here playing our slot machine. Hey, listen, we want to treat you to a free chicken dinner whenever you want. It's all part of the illusion. It's all part of intermittent positive reinforcement. It's not reciprocal. It's not based on how much money you're putting in the machine and getting back, because you're not. You're playing a game that's taking from you. It's not designed to reward you. But positive intermittent reinforcement is being used as a tactic to keep you hooked. Narcissistic people do the same thing. They are not reciprocating your love. They're not designed to reciprocate your love. There is no way that they are ever going to repay you for anything you do or give in the relationship. However, they will use breadcrumbing or positive intermittent reinforcement to keep you hooked, to keep you addicted, to keep you guessing when you could possibly get something special. Maybe those promises of the good relationship, maybe more dinners together, maybe more going out. You're hooked. You're continuing to invest your energy. You're continuing to invest your love. And it's going nowhere. It's going into that machine. It's going into that game. And by the way, let me tell you something. The house always wins. How many of you have heard this phrase when it comes to casinos and gambling? The house always wins. The house is designed to win. All the machines are rigged. The whole system is rigged for their benefit. When you deal with narcissistic people, it's rigged too, right from the get-go. The narcissistic person always wins. You will never win dealing with a narcissistic person. They're in control. Think about this for a moment. They lured you in with the lie, with the illusion, with the fancy lights, with their attire, with their attitude, with the future faking, with the promises, the promise of the big payout, the promise of the love that you've been longing for, with the promise of the family you've always wanted, with the promise of the life you've always wanted. They lure you in with that, and where do they lure you? They lure you into their world of lies. Just like the slot machine is what lures you into the casino. But once you're playing the slot machine, you're already in the casino. The casino sets the rules, not you. You think you're setting the rules, but let me ask you a question. Can you decide to win while you're playing the slot machine? No. It's already rigged against you. The game's already set. The rules are already set. You're set up to lose. All they're doing is keeping the facade going to keep you stuck there long enough so you just lose more. With narcissistic people, it's the same thing. You lost the moment you got sucked into their world. The moment you got sucked into the narcissist world, it's like you were lured into their casino, into their circus tent, so to speak, their freak show. It's what it is. It's a freak show when you deal with narcissistic people. They lured you into their tent. Now that they got you in there, you're not going to win. You're never going to win. You're never going to receive a reciprocated love. You're never going to get any of the things they promised you. But what you will get every now and then is their intermittent positive reinforcement, whatever it takes to keep you stuck, investing your love, investing your energy, investing your focus, investing your time. It's not going to be reciprocated because narcissists aren't designed to to reciprocate. They're designed to take only. But you're not going to realize this until you get out of the game, out of the relationship, and you stop investing. Because you can go broke like a person who empties their bank account into a slot machine. And it happens all the time. And they leave broke. You can empty your bank account. You can empty your emotional bank account into a toxic relationship, whether it's family members, boyfriend, girlfriend, or friendships. You can empty yourself out based on just the intermittent positive reinforcement that you've been given, the breadcrumbs that you've been given. And you can be stuck. You can be stuck there. The truth is you're stuck in a place where the house always wins. The narcissist always wins. There's only one way to break free from a narcissistic person winning over you. How many of you have asked this question, Kevin? How do I stop allowing the narcissist to win? We've got to get out of their freak show. You got to get out of that casino. You got to get away from the slot machine. You have to be the one to say enough is enough. Because there will never be a time where you say, give me what I'm giving you. You might as well look at somebody playing a slot machine saying, give me my money back that I put into you. It's not going to happen. It won't. It can't. It doesn't want to. And by the way, what happens if somebody gets really mad in a casino and starts shaking that slot machine saying, you owe me all the money that I gave you? That casino is going to kick that person right out, right? It's called a discard. They're going to discard that person. And what are they going to say? They're going to say, hey, you're the one that came in here and put all your money in the machine. Don't blame the machine. Narcissistic people do the same thing. You can shake that narcissistic person all you want and say, hey, I gave to you. I gave you my love. I gave you my time. I gave you my body. I invested energy into you. It's time for you to give something back to me. The narcissist is going to say, hey, you're acting really weird. Get out of here. You're the one that sat there giving me your time and energy and effort. I didn't make you. Do not fall for the positive intermittent reinforcement with anybody in life. Not a boyfriend, not a girlfriend, not friendships, not family members. If it's not reciprocated, if you are not getting a coin for your coin, if you are not receiving what you're putting in, you get out because you are already at risk for losing. You're already in the narcissist freak show tent. You're in their casino, for crying out loud. All you can do in this place that you're stuck in is lose. You're just going to lose. The more you invest, the more of your love, your time, your energy, you're going to lose, and you're going to lose it big. How do you walk away from a narcissistic person? Well, you simply stop playing the game. Much like somebody sitting at a slot machine in a casino. At some point, you just stop. You check your account. You check how much money you have left, and you say, well, I only got $5 left. I'm not putting it in the slot machine anymore. I'm just going to go and get myself something that's reciprocal, like a hamburger. At least when I give the money, I'm getting something that's going to somewhat nourish my body, right? This is what you have to do when you're dealing with narcissistic people. It doesn't matter at this point how much you've already invested and lost. Forget about it. Realize you sank it into a casino. You sank it into a freak show circus. You sank it into a slot machine. You're not getting it back. So instead, you stop. You count what's left in your heart's account, what's in your heart's economy, and you protect what's left of that. You say, well, I've got so much left. I've invested too much already. I'm done playing. And you walk away. You walk away from that narcissistic family. You walk away from that narcissistic husband, wife, ex, friend. You walk away. And you look only to invest in something that's going to reciprocate and is going to nourish you and is going to build you back up. Remember, you are worth so much more than any jackpot that a narcissistic person can promise. You deserve reciprocation. You deserve a return on your investment each and every time. And if you're not receiving a return on your investment every morning, every afternoon, and every evening, then you're playing in a dicey game and you're setting yourself up for failure. And it can ruin you. It will hurt you because you'll always lose when you're investing in something that's not reciprocating. As I said before, I'm here to support you. Down in the description box right below this video, you'll find access for one-on-one appointments with me. Open up the description box down below, schedule that one-on-one time with me. Also check out the Royal We Private membership and get enrolled where you can get daily support by me and a community of people from all over the world. It's within a private membership app, so you don't have to worry about anybody else knowing what you're learning and how you're growing. I'll be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal We. For those of you who are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button because that's the only way that this message gets shared. Hit the like button and share this video with somebody who needs to watch it. Be sure to hit the bell notification so you don't miss any future Royal We content. Check out one of these videos recommended by the YouTube algorithm right there and right there. And I'll be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal We. Bye.